There is a well-known trafficking route between Bangladesh and Mumbai, unfortunately a city very much in the news today, between Bangladesh and Mumbai, mostly targeting young girls, some not even teenagers, some who never had their period. We have launched an early intervention project, working with local partners to attack the problems at different stages. At the source, in Bangladesh, we are warning potential victims about the dangers. This is just an example to show you how we go into details. In Bangladesh, warning potential victims about the dangers. We train railway employees, border police, and hotel managers and staff to be vigilant, to detect cases, at times very visible to a careful eye, and intervene appropriately. In Mumbai, we are working with the police and NGOs involved in raiding hotels, a raid into hotels to ensure that the girls are rescued, get the care they need, so that they are not re-victimized or re-trafficked. And we see these girls in chain, in beds, with an act performed daily of at least 100 times. I hope you understand what that means in terms of suffering. But we need, as I mentioned earlier, business clean of the labor practices, and of course, as Good Samaritans, or helping Good Samaritans, we make sure that they offer refuge, support, and education to people who have been violated in the most horrendous way. They play a crucial role in freeing survivors from the mental enslavement of human trafficking, empowering them to return to society and build lives, dignified lives. If you want to have experience which you will never forget, accompany us. Perhaps to Mumbai, as I did recently, Calcutta, in other locations in India, but not only in India, Pakistan is perhaps even worse. Come and meet those girls, age now 15, 16, having been trafficked at age 10 or 11. And you will see the fact that the body perhaps was put back into shape, but the mind is probably destroyed forever. They need assistance, probably for the rest of their life, certainly for many decades after they've been recovered. I spoke about prevention, I spoke about protection of the victims, the part of the argument which makes my heart cry. What about prosecution? Then I smile, because we should be more active, and perhaps we should indeed offer retribution, and very serious retribution, ourselves in this life and somebody else in the next life. Many states still lack laws that would make human trafficking a crime. Believe it or not, this is the case in most countries in the world. Others have laws, but fail to implement them. The report will outline the validity of how very serious and how veracious this statement is. Keep in mind that this is a very new legal area for all states. You may be surprised to know that even the most proactive countries, for example this one, and others in Western Europe, and others across the Atlantic, have only adopted anti-trafficking legislation in the past 3 to 5 years. 2004, I think, was the first legislation in the United States. 2004 means it the other day. New ground is still being broken, Legislation is coming on stream, but very, very slowly, painfully so. Therefore, I applauded the recent ruling, for example, by a regional court of justice in Africa, ECOWAS, Western African countries, 15 countries, convicted the state of Niger for failing to protect a 12-year-old girl for being sold into slavery. So there is a beginning, very timid beginning of a process. Other courts should follow this example and perhaps be even more aggressive. Countries need law enforcement skills to catch the traffickers. We are providing, this is the backbone of our work, technical assistance, capacity building. We help border control, we have judicial system, with the training of the police and the investigators to break up trafficking rings, for example, through development of new investigative techniques and anti-money laundering processes. There is a big report, I think is in the hands of Steve, which shows the sort of a manual, how we develop the entire measures which countries can just adopt, borrow and adopt and implement in all areas, from investigation to court proceedings to, well, of course, police investigation, prosecution, court proceeding, detention facilities, victim rescue, how to rescue victims, how to deal with victims, and so on and so forth. There are no more excuses. We don't know what to do. They know what to do.